Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Shivangi Mukherjee and you're watching Newscope. Recent death of EY employee Anna Sebastian Pereira. Her mother penned a letter that has since gained traction to the company India's head, Rajiv Memani, accusing the place of unhealthy work practices and stating it was such practices exactly caused her daughter's untimely demise. She expressed distress over the fact that not one employee from EY came over to her daughter's funeral to express condolences.
Why not? Work atmosphere wasn't very tough.
Yeah,
The
she was always saying they did very long working hours. Not doing how many hours you have to work or you have to work Saturday. They have to work continuously. Night,
when
Saturday, Sundays, no restrictions. The children have to work like that. No. It may be a young employee, a new one. Children are new. They now they are not able to speak up from them. Ahead in a public statement, denied Anna being treated differently than any other work employee there, rejecting the notion of workplace stress having claimed her life. This led to widespread debate over work practices and workplace culture on LinkedIn, many coming forward to share unhealthy practices, work practices that they have been subjected to.
गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से कुछ स्टेप लिया जाएगा इसको लेकर कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड को लेकर तो हाँ तो अच्छा तो रहेगा.
They are not talking about any kind of a work-life balance then. Okay, and later on they find that there is a problem.
Every other sector is having a governing body or a regulatory body, all right. So I think even the workplace culture should have a regulatory body that can implement some laws, mandatory working hours, non-mandatory working hours that should get implemented with immediate effect, because these things cannot prolong. Because आज के actors, माने आज एक हुआ है, कल और भी 10 हो सकते हैं इसके बारे में, and then it can prolong for a pretty long time, and then we are losing the youth, having the maximum percentage of youth into India and into the entire globe.
This begs the question, how have companies gotten away with unhealthy work practices for so long? And how do they keep doing so even now? Why do employees and workplace glorify the overwork culture? It lies in the laws at our service. The Factories Act of 1948 regulates overtime working hours, safety, health and rest. However, this is only reserved for female and corporate workers holding managerial, supervisory or administrative positions are not able to avail it. When it comes to unfair termination of corporate workers, the Industrial Disputes Act of 1947 offers protection against at-will termination. However, since corporate workers do not fall under the umbrella of the workman category, they are not able to avail it and are often fired at will. The Factories Act of 1948 allows for the overtime pay if worked beyond the mandated 8 to 9 hours during the day. Since corporate employees cannot take refuge under the Act, they are worked overtime regularly without being paid any sort of compensation for the extra hours they put in. Union laws and labor unions might be a common thing abroad. However, India seems to not have chosen that model. Despite provisions of a Trade Union Act 1926 being in place, enabling workers to come together to collectively advocate for demands, corporate employees are still discouraged from joining unions. As a result, when the rare breeds of employees do consider taking their employees to court, they realize that they have limited bargaining power collective union would have. The existing labor laws need to include white-collar workers. They need to provide mental health services to address issues like workplace stress, harassment, high-pressure working environments, long working hours that corporate employees are often subjected to on the day. Currently, the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code of 2020 only focuses on the physical health hazards, neglecting the mental aspect of it. As mentioned, do not offer protection to gig workers in this gig economy, where much of the Gen Z crowd is seen to take up freelancing work. Nor is there any regulation in the post-pandemic remote working space where working hours of freelancers are regulated. If what happened at EY serves as a wake-up call, then much of our existing labor laws need to be revised for the better, incorporate modern labor practices. But from us tonight, we thank you for joining us. With camera person Sneha Paul, this is Shivangi Mukherjee signing off now.